Hi, I'm Lynn Hayes, along with Keith Solis of Smooth R&B 105.7. Now, we have been waiting for the last couple of years for the movie Respect, and it is finally here. Now, Keith Solis had an opportunity to see an early screening, and so we want to hear all about it.
Okay, first of all, it was about a month ago, right? And get this information. We're having the screening. It was like top secret, man. Like, here's the date, here's the location. You know, you gotta check your phone at the door, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm telling you, it is the best movie that I've seen this year.
Wow. Now, I want to ask in particular about Marlon Wayans, because I know Jennifer Hudson did her thing. We're going to talk about her. But Marlon Wayans played her ex-husband, right?
Marlon Wayans. Now, we've seen Marlon Wayans in, like, White Chicks
he's always funny.
He's always funny, always crazy, always hilarious. I was watching Marlon Wayans. I think I was 10 minutes into his first scene. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans comes with it in this movie. He is going to shock you when you see him, because he's first of all, totally different from anything that you've ever seen him do. He is totally serious, he's totally focused, and he plays his role really, really well.
Now, what about Jennifer Hudson? Is this Oscar worthy or not? Because people have been saying that, but what do you think?
I said this the night that I saw the movie. If Jennifer Hudson does not get an Oscar for this role, if she does not get her second Oscar, then they just need to cancel the Oscars. Because Jennifer Hudson is phenomenal in this movie, and it's not just the singing.
Okay, because I was laughing because the singing you expect.
Yes, you expect the singing, but even with the singing, because we all know what Jennifer Hudson sounds like. We play her music. We've seen her on all the shows and everything, but she is not singing these songs as Jennifer Hudson. She's singing these songs as Aretha Franklin, but it's still phenomenal, and she's acting, and really, she draws you into the story, that you forget that you're watching Jennifer Hudson, that you are into the life of Aretha Franklin and all that she went through and all of the things that she had going on.
Okay, so we've seen the trailers. We've all seen them on television. It must be so much more that the trailers don't show, right?
Always.
Because I'm just like, well, okay.
And plus, we saw the one that was on TV earlier this year. There was another,
Cynthia Erivo.
Right, we saw that one, which was good. But there's some things in Respect that they didn't even cover. And I thought, I'm a huge Aretha Franklin fan, and I thought I knew everything about her. But there were some things in this movie that I walked away going, wow, I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not going to give it away.
No, don't give it away.
Don't ask me about it. Yeah.
Please don't give it away.
Yes.
But, okay, so what about, because I know we've got Aretha Franklin, we've got Forrest Whitaker, Marlon Wayans, Mary J. Blige. She played Dinah Washington, right?
And she does a fantastic job as well. Mary J. Blige, and we've seen Mary J. Blige, since the start of her career. And she's acted and she's been in some movies.
That's our girl.
That's our girl, but she kills it in this movie as well. So excited to see her on the big screen in a big role.
Wow, I tell you what. So who else are there any other surprise performances in this movie?
Well, Forrest Whitaker, Forrest Whitaker is already an Oscar winner, and he's, done some great movies, but Forrest Whitaker is fantastic as Reverend C.L. Franklin, who is the father, of course, of Aretha Franklin. So here are my picks for awards.
Okay.
For this movie.
Let's do it.
Of course, Jennifer Hudson needs to get an Oscar. I think Forrest Whitaker needs to be nominated and should get an Oscar. And I think Marlon Wayans should be nominated for Best Supporting Actor because he did a great job.
I have to tell you, though, I know I'm really on the Marlon Wayans things because I'm a fan of the Wayans family. So for him to make this transition like Jamie Foxx made that transition, you think this will do the same thing for that?
And see, when I saw Marlon Wayans in this role, that's who I thought of. Because all those years we saw Jamie Foxx as Wanda and the booty call type movies, and all of a sudden he starts, to become serious as a serious actor in Ray, and you're thinking, man, that's Jamie Foxx. Or even when Will Smith did Ali,
right?
And we saw how he could be really dramatic. I think this is the same for Marlon. Yeah, wow, absolutely,
that's good.
Absolutely.
So, what else can you tell us about this movie that we can look forward to?
The music. The music. And you don't get just like 15 seconds of no you get the whole song. You're sitting there like and and they're telling you I don't want to give the movie away, but they're telling you some of the stories behind the music and how these songs came to be and all of that, and just seeing the artistry, the genius of Aretha Franklin And it wasn't just that she walked in and stood behind the mic and sang. No, she was making all this stuff happen behind the scenes.
She was phenomenal behind the scenes, wasn't she? And that's what I think we'll get out of this movie.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to it. And now from now on, you got to make sure you give me respect.
Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to going back because when I saw the movie, and I'll tell you
go
this.
back?
Yeah, because,
Wow.
okay, so when I saw the screening, it was me and like maybe 8 other people
Oh, that
in
was
the
a small
whole
group.
theater. I need to see this movie in like a full theater with my mask on, but in a full theater with a whole bunch of just fans. Because and I remember when I went to see Dreamgirls, for example.
I love that movie.
And I remember, you know, at the end of Dreamgirls, and they had all the, you know, the pictures of the cast. And when they got to Jennifer Hudson, the people were standing up and applauding in the theater. I'm like, she ain't even here. We're just on the screen. Or,
you know that's what's going to happen, right?
Or when I went to see, you know, This Is It, the Michael Jackson, you know, documentary film concert. And people were like up in their seats dancing in the theater. And so I need to have that feeling. So I'm going to go back to see Respect with just regular audience people so that we can all laugh. Because there's some scenes, there are places where you need to laugh. There are places you need to be like, yes, girl. You know, so I need to experience that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm going to experience that
so
when
you
I
get to
go. That's
experience
what
it.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Lynn Hayes with Keith Solis for Smooth R&B 105.7.